Alright, and welcome back to XCOM2 War of the Chosen. This is the 4-man run with only ballistic weapons and a couple of permanent side effects such as dark events and, oh yeah, double enemy hit points. We're cutting the bullshit today. We are directly jumping into yet again what could be the last episode of this beautiful campaign. We are defending our Avenger again for the third time. Because I'm unable to effectively fight against the enemies and get the Chosen out of the way, we're being ambushed again. So I put a bunch of fine gentlemen and women together, tend to be correct, and we will like rush through this in order to get the generator down. As always, we have 400 hit points and we got ourselves a scout. Eldrana Outrider is gonna be the one scouting out for us. Oh, holy moly. Did she just seriously find like 3 specters? Oh wow, that is something else. 3 specters and an Andromedon. Yep, that sucks. Luckily for us, we have something that doesn't suck, which is our grappling suit. Zirkin makes the first move. I want to pull the pack and then effectively try to kill all of them. We leave the Andromedon as is for now. And boy oh boy, this is gonna be a slaughterhouse. Besides, with a remote start, by the way. Like this here. Kill one person at least. Might want to start with that. Yeah, let's go. Let's go, buddies.
This will get their attention.
Nice little 12 points of damage.
Grapple out.
We're directly jumping up. Not pulling a second pack. And you know, I mean, let's start with the obvious one. We need to somewhat get rid of the Andromedon. But that's fine. I know how we can do that.
Tactical movement.
We're going to see a lot of grappling hook action. Mainly because I believe that we can actually deal some very, very decent damage from up here. So let's fire the weapon. Question is, shall we Justice Punch him? Yes. Because that will give us better odds on attacking the Spectre from the start here.
Is it clear?
So Torch is moving in. And we might want to start moving up here.
Going up.
Grapples are so good. It's really, really, really good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, we got it covered. We won't be able to kill the Andromedon this turn. I think we can at least disable it. Alright, that's a little bit of damage. Let's continue. That's another wonderful shot, and when we're now facing off, 2 of the Spectres should die. Pretty solid. I'm thinking out loud. The third one. We could actually like move up to here and then take shots probably. So let's grapple. That Galleon Poe moves in. We even see it from here, which is great. Alright, so the 3 Spectres are already dead, and we haven't even really moved that many people. Might as well start to deal with the Andromedon, which by the way can be a pretty much a pain in the ass. This here is going to shred him down to 1 armor. No. I clicked the wrong button. That was very, very stupid. I wanted to go down. I really did not want to do teamwork. I wanted to do run and gun, move down, and then frostbite this guy to take him out. The way it looks now is we're probably going to use our flashbang grenade to prevent a big fat acid blast to hit anyone. There we go.
Gone.
Need to be a bit careful that we're not moving too far. We're keeping our Icarus jump for now. Nice and late protocol for threat assessment. Oh yeah, and overwatch ourselves.
Affirmative, covering now.
There's the chosen one. I think we're going to be fine because we have also scanning protocol.
And I will end this quickly.
We need to get rid of the fear of the chosen. That is a pathetic negative ability.
Heads Heads up out there. It's the Elder's assassin, and she's moving into the AO. That is not good.
Well, we got hit by the acid burn anyways. I was hoping that that wouldn't happen, but I learned apparently you can't just flashbang these guys. Or at least don't take their ability for acid burn away. Normally special abilities are being blocked with a flashbang. Apparently not the case for the Andromedon. So we need to move these gentlemen here out. I'm just always surprised how much damage it is really dealing.
Heading to that location.
Might pull a second pack.
Got some advent here.
Or a third one. Okay, let's get rid of the Andromedon for now. Can't do much against being frozen.
I will reposition. The target is marked.
Adrana moves up. 2 shield bearers, which we can ignore. Our prime targets are going to be the mech, the codex, probably then the purifier. The Andromedon, let's hope to ignore it as long as possible. In terms of Overwatch, I think it's a great time to remove his Overwatch. And shred that thing. Double moving into position. We're going to get teamwork so that we can still use the grenade, because we really need to remove some of the armor and cover, which this here is really a perfect grenade. Very nice. Super valuable and effective grenade. So that is not a bad spot to be at. This one here is even better. If we activate our Wrath, we could even get up to here, which is almost a perfect spot. Almost. So first things first, let's get out of the danger zone. And I need to take care about a real life issue real quick. I'll be back in a minute. Sorry for the interruption again. Alright, back again. Apologize for the interruption. So, the idea of how I want to play that encounter is we want to let the Codex part into two parts, and then we're trying to go with a face-off, really. So we need to find a way of getting as close as possible to flop a grenade. This is really the best position that we can get to. I'm not sure if our grenade will reach that far. It won't. It will just take away some of the cover. Which is disappointing. Can we throw just one field further? Any chance? Would be important to hit the Codex once so that it parts. Fortunately, I seem to be unsuccessful in doing so. I would still use the grenade to get rid of the full cover that the Codex is currently having. Okay, so if we were to haywire protocol the Mac, what would be the outcome? If it's a 50-50, I would even do it. Well, 33% control. I mean, we could give it a try. But before we do so, let's first use the Gremlin heal. And make sure that we use our actions most wisely. Unfortunately, we got that very early hit. So let's give it a try and see if we can pull it off. It's 1 in a 3 chance. No, that's not going to be enough, sadly.
It's too well shielded.
Alright, Roby jumps in. Will help Edgar Alien Poe in a second. And if he would move to here, he would see all of the important enemies. Which wouldn't be too bad. So let's do that.
Heading out.
Alright, Edgar gains another heal. Let's hit the Codex once with a pistol. Very good. Now it's going to part. Codexes are always parting in a way. The guy that's hitting them, so a little bit of a knowledge here, okay? The guy that's hitting him, in this case, the sniper here, Stinger, the clone of the Codex needs to be in his vision range. So it's basically that circle around. So, and since I knew that, we're now going to finally face off. Because that means all of the codexes are in range, and we get that one extra shot from the codex, right? And that was what? 10 hits? Yeah, codex down. Wonderful.
I go as ordered.
There can be no honor among traitors.
He has the highest hacking score, Roby that is. I think it's still less than a 50-50 probably. Although it is a 50-50, so might as well roll the dice. Sucks to supercharge that guy again. I think supercharge doesn't stack, but don't quote me on that. I'm not entirely sure. Aid protocol with threat assessment. Definitely going to go for Roby here. And because he has also Guardian, which means he can take a couple of Overwatch shots. And let's give it one more try for the hacking attempt. I'm trying desperately to override his system. Statistically speaking, we should have gotten it. But that's just statistically speaking.
Grab that box. Shield it.
Sometimes you miss 3 in a row. Let's just give him a normal shot. I think we can't kill it. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to move into a solid position where AoE attacks are not going to hit us. Because we're going to take some sort of rockets now. I would think that the rockets will fly in this direction. Yeah, not very surprising.
There's no room for mistakes here. For some, the pain will be empowering.
Thanks to Roby, though.
Forces grow weaker with every breath.
We're not taking any burning. I hate being out of cover. That's just the worst thing.
I'm taking fire.
Soon we will need to take care about the Chosen One. 1 or 2 more rounds.
The end is coming.
Taking way too much damage for the start.
Healer mode.
Luckily for us, we can count on remote start, which is an awesome ability, and also the stupidity of the enemy to always stay at cars. There you go.
Need a med kit here.
I don't exactly understand why Roby was now being bombed down. That doesn't really make sense.
Getting in close.
We can get into cover though.
Over there. Getting
I
caught.
think we're just going to hunker down. I don't want to waste another turn on burning. But we'll do that at the end of the turn. Alright, let's move up. Gosh, our aim is bad. Let's run and gun.
Hunt him down.
Just take the other side here. Again, we need to be careful not to pull too many.
Copy that.
Let's get the heavy mech first.
Shot wide.
What's over there?
Oh wow, that's open terrain. I'm stupid. Let's use the whiplash here to take away the extra arm, the extra shield that this guy has, because afterwards, I wanted to hit him, because afterwards we could use the grenade. If we're now using the grenade, it's just going to take away his shield, but it won't shred him. But I suppose that's the lesser of our concerns at the moment. So let's instead get these two guys.
Frag out!
Alright, this guy's almost down.
I hope it's worth it.
Let's kill the mech. Come on.
Happy now?
They fall just as they serve, without question or regret.
Okay, I'll go.
Alright, next up we're going to go through the shield barrel. I don't understand why we're aiming that bad.
Not a problem. even close.
Okay, here's the deal. We need to heal anyways. Zirkim at least.
Go help him out.
Just to get him into a safe range again. And we're going to shift over to Dark Tower Noxus. To Slinger, from Dark Tower Noxus to Slinger. So this here is really just to finish this guy here off. Shield Bearer.
Hard target, minimal damage. Hit the armor.
And that's what I was hoping that would not happen, which is minimum damage. And we're now wasting all of our ammunition on this retard.
Target neutralized. Stay put.
The advent power cells are at maximum charge, Commander. Their cannon is primed and ready to fire.
First they will suffer, then they will die.
Oh, that's okay. Luckily, they are also affected by grenade drop off.
Their wounds will quicken the march to death. There is no room for mistakes here.
Yeah, very bad positioning, by the way. I mean, we blew up all of the cover, which means we're now in this situation where we have no cover at all. That's why a couple of our troops are in somewhat open cover, and I'm just accepting the fact that they are being hit and counter healing it. But that's not the way how you would or should play it. The actual mistake was not to take the Andromedon here serious enough and instead like start this completely retarded action to slowly but surely grind these guys down. That was unnecessary.
Rock and roll.
I think we're going we should kill the Andromedon soon. The trooper has way too good cover, but we can't just let him be. It's unfortunately not going to fly.
I hope it's worth it.
Moving out.
All those years in isolation, festering in anger. It must be exhausting.
Okay, we still got that one here.
A trivial loss, easily replaced.
Alright, let's get this guy down. We shred it. We reload it. And let's rupture it.
This is gonna hurt.
Fuck.
Target's still up.
Why is it always missing? Like, the rupture is almost the most important shot that we could do, and it's missing that often.
Gremlin, get on the hills. Negative
He's in
damage.
full cover. Unfortunately, nothing we can do. I don't want to leave our cover. So let's give Roby here a threat assessment. Because that could be multiple shots.
Enemy is still up.
It's unbelievable how resilient that stupid Andromedon is.
Let's do this.
Roby reloads, and we're continuing to rest this guy. I don't think that we can... Well, we might.
I'll take the high road.
I'm moving up here. It's the same chance. But it is a chance to... Nah, it won't kill him immediately. Okay, we're putting Edgar Allan Poe into cover again. There you go, concealment. Fortunately, the suit still lives.
They're onto me.
Oh, and has spotted us out. Never mind. Yeah, I wanted to kill the suit earlier because that is actually quite killable.
We've got system failures across the board, Commander. We can't take hits like that.
That's the first shot.
I'm all right.
What will you do when they can no longer fight?
In hindsight, this aggressive push cost us a lot of resources, specifically since we've taken some hits, but there is an advantage to it. The last time that we played, we weren't so fortunate as to almost completely wipe out the full first camp and all of the pods in it. So that was not too bad.
You will join your compatriots soon enough. There is nowhere left to run, nowhere you can possibly hide. This will be your final stand, Commander.
We've got the Chosen right where we want them. It's time to strike. Soldier down. Get him back up
I
ASAP.
think it goes without speaking that we're now going to focus on the Chosen. Just in case if it hadn't been obvious before, we're of course going to focus on the fucking Chosen, right? One sec. Because I see something that we might be able to explode.
As you order, Commander. It was barely a scratch.
Chosen has positioned itself quite near to this explosive tank. So let's find a place where everything's being heard. For instance, this here. It should also explode the whole wall, because the tank is going to explode. Unfortunately, it also moves down Edgar Alien Poe.
Go help him out.
So time to eliminate this guy here first. And we need to definitely mark the chosen one because it has a pretty decent defensive skill.
Deploying grapple. Headed there now.
So moving up. And let's mark it with holo targeting. There we go. Good job. Well done.
Have to do better than that.
Besides, Zirkin takes the next
Go
heal.
medical.
Okay, so now that the chosen is marked, we can continue and we're going to hit it with our pistol. You can already see that I'm preparing a face-off to kill the Andromedon and the chosen.
One down, thousands to go.
If the elders had expected more, then I wouldn't be here.
Roby uses the second Icarus jump. And now it's time to thank the chosen for coming around. We're going to give Roby yet another Overwatch with threat assessment. Worked out well the first time.
All right, I'll go.
All right, I'll go.
Repositioning.
We're going to continue to harass the chosen. Did I mention that I absolutely like grappling hooks?
Try as you will never stop the hunt. I will not be deterred.
Volk says I am to obey.
That won't do it.
It lost half of its hit points.
Only a true craftsman could create such a weapon.
We're in a solid position. We don't have anyone being exposed to death. And we have a scanning protocol, so even if she vanishes, we should be able to find her.
I'm under fire! They're all over me!
Is she going to summon something? No. Grenade. That's the weakest of her moves.
The elders grant me
Easily enough counterable.
and with it, I am everywhere.
I hope it's worth it.
Okay, we just need to mark her before we are going to start attacking her.
What's over there?
Moving in. Marking her.
I cannot be so easily dissuaded.
And there's the execution. Easy. She would have died anyways. I mean, positioning herself there was just a very bad idea.
It is rare to find an opponent worthy
And that makes the
of my
whole
skill.
run a lot easier. We killed the Chosen and we killed 3 packs right away.
I'd
Some
say
strong
we owe
ones.
our people a break after taking down that Chosen
Has a little
commander.
bit of a
I
bonus.
doubt it'll be long before we see that thing again, though.
The trap is set.
So let's go into shadows again.
Strike from the darkness.
And besides, let's hit this guy. He's shredded and we're going to kill him now.
We're green to go. Absolutely.
Nice. There's the execution.
Okay, so I got one.
U-bot coming through. Is it clear? Come get some! Go patch him up.
Interestingly enough, in order to keep everyone up, we're almost out of health.
Let's rock!
Must reload now. Moving.
Which kind of shows how reckless we were advancing, right?
They're backing up! Advance!
He's going to run to the next pack. So our next job is really advancing, get to the tanks, kill probably one more pack, and then remove this this massive cannon.
That's a long run.
We're scouting out. And there is no one, so we might as well move into open ground.
On my way. On it.
I'm really annoyed about how I played the first encounter. Like, that was not good. And losing so much health is pretty much the sign of not playing it well in the first place.
That's one turret down, but we still need to deal with the rest. Watch your flanks out there. Will do. Will do. Double time.
Double time.
So it's okay that we're standing in the open because there's no one who
The engine power cells are at maximum
could spot
charge,
us out.
Commander. Their
But we
cannon
need
is
to
primed
take
and
cover
ready to
once
fire.
we're behind these tanks here.
I'm on the move.
There we go, that's the target. And I know that there's one pack like here. Oh, there's another one here. Sector point. Gotcha. Did he just run into the truck and exploded it? Interesting.
Closing on target position now. Back in. What's over there?
Okay.
I hope it's worth it.
What's over there? On it.
Obi moves up.
Moving to position. Move, move, move!
Actually, everyone moves up into full cover.
Active forces sighted.
No place for you to go now.
Unfortunate. I was about to say the only thing that we shouldn't do is trigger some random stupid shit.
Got it covered.
What's over there?
But I guess that's what we decided.
I can barely keep our system
And I'm wondering
online.
why the
We have
cannon
to take
already
out that
shoots
gun.
again, because it has just shot, and I remember the last time it didn't shoot that rapidly, so maybe the cannon is also triggered by how far you are advancing.
Casualty here!
Tell my kids.
You can never escape my sight.
Missed!
That's a very bad spot, buddy. Should have picked something else.
Can't take much more of this!
Remember how I said we can't stay in the open because it's okay, we're not going to be ambushed? That was a fucking lie. And because I play like Shiat today, we're getting caught in absolutely stupid positions. Oh my gosh. Pull yourself together, Commander Syken. Embarrassing.
A patrol is upwind. Too close to the heat!
So, logically, first things first, we need to kill the Spectre, right? Right. Although, taking over the sector port, not too bad either. Let's start with Revival Protocol. Doesn't end our turn. And we can reload, plus hit the Spectre.
We might need this.
Which is immediately executed. Nice. I like it. Just out of curiosity, that's not going to trigger. Okay, perfect. Which means we are now going to pick up whatever loot is here.
Got something new!
Then we're going to run and gun into a safe spot, which is not triggering anything.
Enemies down!
And apparently,
Get the water here!
the game wants to underpin how shite I played today, and it's giving me free executes. Kind of, almost like, you know, Syken, you wouldn't be able to do this mission without free executes.
Is it clear?
And whilst we're here, no, wait a second. We're giving that to War Dog, because that's another free Overwatch, and why not? She has just killed someone. Now, just to annoy that fucking sector pod, we're trying to take it over. Should be around 40%ish as a chance. No. Well, I'm still going to do it. It's going to be so much fun. The reason why I'm okay with doing it, I mean, there was no downside. You can't really miss a sector pod, but when you hack a sector pod and find out that there's yet a second sector pod, then you're pretty happy that you have done it in the first place. Okay. I guess this here is calling for a lightning, kind of lightning field thing. Just trying to find out where we're not going to be spotted out. Probably like around here.
I'm at your service. There is nowhere to hide.
Gosh, I wanted to remote explode like this car here. I think it's still possible.
I go where you tell me.
Let's not get spotted out with him. Let's not get spotted out with him. And once we're on it, let's maybe, but just maybe, move a bit back because, you know,
Moving out.
there's really no point in being spotted out.
Enemy is still up.
A great distance.
Ooh. I mean, exploring that truck would be awesome. Let's just start doing that. It's not massive damage, but it's still okay. And once this thing here explodes, it should be really fine.
Still moving.
Get it together.
They're all over
Got the
me.
untouchable. Why would he do lightning field? That doesn't even remotely make sense. Oh yeah, wrath cannon. That's great. I love it. It's getting better. So the stun lancer runs into the wrath cannon, right?
I will always find you.
Oh yeah. Oh please. Well, that's such a great idea against mechanical units. Really, I love it. Yep, very good idea. I'm loving it already. Sector port time. Can't touch this. Lightning field. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's go. Let's go, homeboys. One overwatch shot. A little bit of shredding. No one cares. Bit of a lightning field. High stance. And let's use the wrath cannon. Did I mention this is going to be fun? Hell yeah. And guess who's not going to intervene and run into this pack of enemy horse shit? It's us. Instead, we're going to annoy the crap out of them by hijacking yet another unit. Well done, because there is a reason why I took enemy protocol. And for those of you who think how is it possible that he has so much luck, don't give me that shit. I was trying 3 enemy protocols the last time and it didn't work out. So now it's our turn. Two enemies being hacked, perfect. And you know what? Let's just try the other sector pod. Which would be hilarious. 20% chance. Yeah, that's not going to work. Let's just stun this guy. Oh, almost. If we could have stunned him, he would have stayed here in the Wrath Cannon zone, and that's all I actually wanted.
Missed.
As you order.
No, we're going to keep our shots, specifically lightning hands, because we're going to go in for the sector pods next turn. Damn, everyone's out of range and I wanted to explode something. That sucks.
I loaded these cartridges myself.
Well, it seems we're not going to keep lightning hands.
I'll watch closely.
Roby's 8 procolling himself for threat assessment.
It's dead. It has to be dead.
Okay, going up just a bit deeper. That here could be a kill. Might as well give it a try, because why not?
Shot failed to connect.
Nice. He has hit his own stun lancer friend. That's the beauty of having 4 armor. He had 6 previously before being shredded. Now he has 2. I'm not sure why exactly he hasn't fired the Wrath Cannon. That makes absolutely no sense. You know, one way to deal with that situation is to just give a fuck and completely annihilate this this truck, and I think that's what we're going to do. Because quite frankly, couldn't care less. And 20 points of damage is a lot. My weapons are not dealing that much. Perfect. Everyone's in the explosion. We almost got it down. That's good. I would want to kill this guy, but unfortunately there is a chance that we miss, and missing would mean that there's a chance of being revealed, and revealed would mean we might trigger yet another pack, which we definitely can't afford. No clue why he only has an 83% chance to hit. That's completely beyond me, but I won't debate it. It is what it is.
Orders confirmed, on the move.
Moving in.
Get shredded. Went off the armor.
Alright, this guy is now going to have a very, very bad time.
I'm trusting you here. Missed the target.
We're slowly advancing only into full cover.
Absolutely. I run.
This guy should still suffer a lot of damage. He has 4 armor, but he's ruptured, which means he takes 3 more damage, and that in the end kind of nets to almost zero, zeroes out the armor. Roby is run and gunning, going for another full cover.
Our target, minimal damage. It's killing time. I'm on it.
Is it clear?
Moving further in.
Getting it done.
We're overwatching.
Got it covered.
We're quite frankly still overwatching because I don't want to miss anyone.
Affirmative.
The
Covering
advent
now.
power cells are at maximum charge, Commander. Their cannon is primed and ready to fire.
Finally, someone moved to the car. And that someone is going to die next turn. It's great to see that they are hitting one another, because ultimately the hack will stop at some point, and then the sectopod will move over to the enemy again. I don't even know why he's now shooting his own sectopod. God knows what the logic of the AI is at that point. I think it's just terrified. Fuck, it needs to reload. Okay. A little bit of shredding just to get the armor of the other sectopod down, because we're probably not going to kill this guy. What we're going to do is we're going to explode another car. This car over here, to be more specific.
Moving out. Target is marked. Seize any advantage.
One more guy down. And I think this here will explode the whole van.
Good work out there. The generator is down and the cannon is disabled. Now we just need to mop up the remaining enemy forces.
Yeah, I think that was 40 or 50 damage. I mean, our sectopod still is standing tough at 17. I'll give him a little bonus for extra nice effort. He's doing quite well.
I guess that'll be okay.
Moving into full cover, marking the sectopod. Shredding it, by the way.
That armor's tough.
So it's down to 4 armor. So we got implaceable and untouchable, which is a perfect combination to move out, kill this guy. We're now untouchable for 1 attack.
Target neutralized.
Moving another shredding cannon in, just to get the sector port down, to be honest. Nice little shredding. And now it's time to effectively kill this guy.
I did nothing. Their armor stands.
Fortunately, it has just a shitload of hit points.
It's killing time.
Roby gets an A protocol with threat assessment so that he could take a couple of overwatch shots. We're doing an overwatch here as well. And let's give one of our grenadiers another overwatch, because if she takes an overwatch shot, the sector port effectively will get shredded further. Noxus here is going to take an overwatch. Roby is taking another overwatch, and we're moving into this light cover. We have untouchables, so one shot will miss us. The hacking effect is now lost, which means we fight against 2 sector ports.
Target's still up.
That was the untouchable.
That all you got?
This here should trigger a couple of overwatch shots, to be honest. Yep, that's one. Unfortunately, we're again missing most of them.
Whoa! Negative damage.
That's 2 overwatch shots, both of which missed. Interesting. Wow, these guys really don't like Zircon. Okay, cool, yeah.
Think they got me? Go pack him up.
Reloaded.
Reload, and let's get this guy down here. Yet another execution. By the way, he would have died anyways, but to be fair, the execution made it significantly more easy. Bit of a repositioning so that we can easily kill this guy. Let's kill the other sector pod. It's almost down. Six hit points. Okay. Good. There's one more guy down.
Back online. X-ray neutralized.
Okay, so moving up.
Heading out.
There's only one more enemy left.
Armor still holding. Got it covered. Moving to Overwatch. Ready to rock.
Okay, so run and gun. We don't want to stand in half cover.
On the move.
I will get this guy down eventually. Like he can't beat us at that moment. And this is the last pack.
Moving as ordered. I am on watch.
Come on. Deflection. Fire's getting worse here. The fire cannot be stopped.
All right, I'll go.
Good. This guy's shredded.
Position confirmed.
Moving away because I don't want to catch the explosion, and pretty much killing him now.
Deflection. I hope it's worth it. Happy now? Could use some ammo over here. I am reloading.
Good. Time to take proper position, and let's engage the last pack, shall we?
All right, I'll go. No need to ask twice. On the move. I'm on it.
If you say so.
Got it covered. Reloading. Watching comes naturally.
Oh yeah. Moving to Overwatch. Getting a little too warm over
About to
here.
get burned to a crisp.
Good. So even with moving to here, we're not triggering anything, which is interesting, so I might as well
On your
move
order.
there.
What's over there?
Affirmative. Sure thing. Ten-4. Location confirmed.
Okay.
Move, move, move!
Is it clear?
A long approach. Reload!
Reload. Reload.
Overwatch.
Overwatch. Reload.
My watch begins.
Good. I think next turn we can start fighting them. One of the things I'd like to do, honestly, is to pull them from here, because then they don't know where we are. And that means they'll take like random cover here. So let's take full cover
My life is in your hands.
and pull these guys. Here we go. Nice, we even got poison. I forgot about that.
They found us.
Guess who's in panic, bitches? Icarus armor. Yep, he knows what's up. The unique armor that we're wearing here on Roby, that just caused panic for them. So we should spread out fairly well. In order to not eat grenades from their side.
Come on, focus.
Going in for the kill.
So moving over here with run and gun.
Got it covered.
Let's start to get this mutant down. The armor is a little bit of a really negative aspect. Roby takes the threat assessment because he can pretty much hit from here. Okay, before we continue with that mutant, I was just wondering if we can maybe at least shred him a bit.
Shot failed to connect.
But the answer seems to be no, which is shit.
On my way.
Moving in. And I don't know yet whom we're giving the threat assessment to.
Went off the armor.
Gosh, that's a lot of damage reduction.
Hit the armor.
2 armor can make such a difference if you're playing with only normal weapons. Certainly can. Nope. Let's not melee attack this guy. We're going to hit him.
Hard target, minimal damage.
Going to give Zirkin the 8 protocol because we're now going to go in. Although I know that there is the option for a counter attack. This here is a 100% kill afterwards. And Zirkin gets untouchable and implacable.
Good riddance. I am watching.
So if we were to put on Wrath, we could move up to here. That's not a bad place to be at. Or to here, which is also not a bad place. Or to here, which is probably the best place to be at.
I'm on it. Affirmative, covering now.
We're moving here
Okay.
so that they do have a good target. Nice.
I definitely got that one.
Nice. Threat assessment worked so well.
Set him up, knock him down.
Run gun to here. We're going to remove the Overwatch from the mutant.
Hostiles pacified.
I know. Sometimes you are a bit lucky when it comes to executions. That's hilarious. So this guy's not going to shoot, he's going to use blazing pylons or a melee attack, which means we can go freely into the open and just execute the fuck out of him. That's execution, execution, execution. And no, I don't know what happened, but it is hilarious.
Is it clear?
This whole run is hilarious. I played like utter shite. One of the worst missions that I've played in a while. Completely disgraceful performance.
On the move.
And yet the game wanted us to be successful. And not only did we manage to pull it off, no. We managed to pull it off in a fashion where, when you look at the pure results, we even had healing attacks left over. We just completely stomped the enemy.
Understood. Moving out. Not a problem.
2 massive packs with sector pods in it. Sector pod plus 3, sector pod plus heavy mag plus 2.
Let's do this.
That's deadly, and I think we have taken 0 damage in the whole sector pod fight.
Advancing.
Not a single pod. Plus we come out of the whole run here with 190-ish out of 400. That suggests that this whole thing here was not difficult at all.
Not even close. to engage.
And the fitting end for this whole episode is like this clown fiesta, where we're standing here and I'm lengthily elaborating on tactics and how to kind of remove Overwatch and what to do. And then what really happens is one guy panics, can't act, and the others are one after the other being just executed. And finally, just as the audacity on top of all of that, the game even executes the Archon.
We've destroyed all of the enemy siege emplacements. Excellent work, Commander.
I'm not proud about the mission, guys. I haven't played that super well, so apologies for that many mistakes. Usually I play better on the missions, but partially I blame it to not being super focused, and partially I blame it for just not wanting to defend the Avenger for a third time. I absolutely like the mission, don't get me wrong, but just replaying it over and over because you're forced to not lose the game, that puts a bit of a stranglehold on you. And it motivates me even more to maybe give it a shot and kill the Chosen Ones. I mean, what could possibly go wrong?
We managed to keep the Chosen off the Avenger for now, Commander, but I'm sure they'll be back. We need to keep working with
Outrider, nice, she's promoted.
Position. The sooner we take them
So
out,
let's
the better.
give her Sting. And boy oh boy, we got a lot of corpses. Including Sectopods. Plus Noxus, congratulations, you just got promoted, bro. Nice, I like it. Guardian, there you go. If I look at the sick days, most of them are gone, are back in 2 to 3 days, which is great. Roby and Zirkim can finally increase their bond. So that's going to be fun. Ooh, we're back.
Coming through clear.
Experimental ammunition is completed immediately.
There's no shame in a tactical withdrawal. One must know one.
We're picking up indications of the Elder's Warlock actively working in this region.
So this here, by the way, is going to be our next target. I really want to get the powerful and dangerous last alien. But for the time being, I think... yeah, the loot wouldn't be too bad. Gaining intel wouldn't be too bad. Usually scanning for intel is a bad idea. It's not really that much intel. Let's scan intel in the HQ.
Western United States.
Ooh. We got a next guerrilla ops mission, not bad. So, risk an ambush on all covered actions. I don't care about that. The Advent loot might be interesting, and a hidden event. Well, that's not too bad. I don't know what the hidden event could be, so maybe we want to do that. Increase all intel cost by 100%. That's bad. I really don't appreciate that. It would mean our making contact to new regions would cost us a bit more. How many regions do we have left over? So we got one over here, 2. Well, that's 2 plus whatever region we're going to lose for future terror attacks. If we're going to put a resistance tower here, we can even reach both of them. Might want to consider effectively getting the hidden event out of many reasons. A, the extra loot. B, we don't know what the hidden event is, and it could be way worse than 100% extra intel. Yeah, and that's really the reasoning. Supplies are also not bad. I think we're going to do that, guys.
Setting course for Sector 14, East Asia.
And as always, I'm preparing the mission until our next video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, despite my shite play, just give it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below. See you.